What's up guys, Jeremy from ClothingBrandStartup.com, and in today's video, right now, we're going to talk a bit about sales for your clothing brand. With Thanksgiving right around the corner and Black Friday, which is probably the biggest sales day throughout the entire calendar year, coming up shortly, I feel like now is the perfect time to discuss the topic of sales with regards to clothing brands. There's going to be a lot of people that are a little bit divided on this topic. Some people on one side of the fence are all about sales. They love them. Other people completely against them. And I'll go ahead and dive into, why people feel this way or why people feel that way a little bit later on in this video. But now let's just go ahead and get started and talk. Should you have sales for your clothing brand? Yes and no. You got to be smart about it. If you want to have sales, there's nothing wrong with that, but make sure they are strategic sales. Your customers are not stupid. They're going to catch on. If you have sales too frequently, say you have them once a week, twice a month, 3 times a month, whatever. If they're too frequently and your customers start figuring out that, eventually next week, the week after, you're always going to have a sale, they're just going to wait. They're going to start waiting every time, and they're only going to buy the products when the sale date comes around. Which in the end, all that's doing is lowering the value of your products and your clothing brand. And that's not what you want to do. That's not good for the long run health of your clothing brand. That's not sustainable in the long run. So if you're going to do sales, there's nothing wrong with it. But make sure, like I said, they're strategic and they serve a purpose. Lots of clothing brands, lots of companies do Black Friday sales because, like I said, it's probably the biggest sale date of the entire calendar year. So there's nothing wrong with that. There's also nothing wrong with doing strategic sales at certain other points throughout the year. Maybe like your clothing brand's birthday. Maybe you're just trying to liquidate old inventory when a new season is coming in. Like summer's rolling around, you're trying to get rid of some of your winter inventory. So you put a little discount on that, 50% off, 25% off, whatever. There's nothing wrong with that. It serves a purpose. But there's a fine line between what I would say just enough sales and too many sales. Like I said, you're kind of crossing that line when your customers and other people start to figure out that there's always going to be a new sale date coming up, and they're just going to keep waiting for that sale date to buy your products. Which, like I said earlier in the video, all that's doing is lessening the value or driving down the value of your clothing brand and its products, and that's not good for the long-term health of your clothing brand. It's not sustainable. That's just not going to work out in the long run. So if you're going to do sales, be strategic about it. Make sure that sale has a purpose, and do not do too many of them. Some people have their differences of opinions on sales. I've heard people that are 100% against sales saying that, like I said, it drives down the value of your clothing brand, and for that reason, they're against sales. And then I've heard the other side of the fence saying sales are a good thing for some of the reasons I listed, to liquidate old products, to bring new customers in, to blah, 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 blah. There's a million reasons you can come up with. As long as they're strategic and you're not doing too many of them so that it affects the overall health of your clothing brand, I do not see anything wrong with it. With that said, that's going to wrap it up for this video. I want to thank you guys for watching. If you have any questions, comments, or anything you'd like to add to the discussion, please let me know below. Also, I would love to know what your personal stance on sales as far as clothing brands go. Let me know below which side of the fence you're on. And if you have any other questions related to anything that has to do with starting a clothing brand, always remember you can visit us at our website, which is ClothingBrandStartup.com. And if you haven't already, be sure to register so you are able to post on the forums. If you have a question about, whatever topic it may be that has to do with starting a clothing brand, the topic might be there, it might not, but if you register, you can post a new topic, you can post an existing topic, and either people that are already on the forums can help you out. I'll try and help you out. Either way, one way or another, your question will eventually get answered, whether it's by me or someone else on the forums. I'm trying to grow that community as much as we can, so like I said, if you haven't, please register. Tell anyone else you may know that's interested, and we'll try and get that community up and rolling, keep growing it, and keep helping each other out. Once again, guys, thanks for watching. I'll catch you in the next video. Enjoy the rest of your day, and stay limitless.